Welcome to Structural Analysis 2 video series. Unit number 1, Analysis of a beam by slope deflection method. Lecture outline, Numerical on continuous beam. This one is the second part of a previous problem. So let's quickly revise. This one is this was a given problem. In the given problem, there was 2 degree of freedom, and we calculated the fixed moment for each span AB, the 60 kilonewton meter moment for A, and for A and B it is minus 60 kilonewton meter. Then also we have a fixed moment for span BC and end moment for cantilever portion span CD. Then we develop the slope deflection equation for each span, and from that we have a end moment equation MAB 60 plus 2EI by 3 into theta B. This one is the first one. Then for end moment BC, for end BA, also we develop that one also. So for each span we having a equation, slope deflection equation. So these things we were covered in a previous lecture. From slope deflection equation, and by considering the equilibrium equation, we find out the theta b and theta c. So these points we were covered in the previous video. Now put these value theta b and theta c in the slope deflection equation. So we will get the end moment. So MAB is equal to 60 plus 2 EI by 3 theta b. So put here EI by theta b 19.14. We have MAB is equal to 72.76 kilonewton meter. Then second equation MBA is equal to minus 60 plus 4 EI by 3 theta b, and by putting EI by theta b, MBA is equal to minus 60 plus 4 by 3 into 19.14. So it is MBA, we have MBA is equal to minus 34.4 kilonewton meter. Then MBC is equal to 40 plus EI theta B plus 0.5 EI theta C. So MBC is equal to plus 40 plus 19.14 plus 0.5 into minus 49.56. So we have MBC is equal to 34.36 kilonewton meter. MCB is equal to minus 40 plus 0.5 EI theta B plus EI theta C. So by putting MCB is equal to minus 40 plus 0.5 into 19.14 plus in bracket minus 49.56. So we have MCB is equal to minus 80 kilonewton meter, and we know that CD is a cantilever portion. So moment at C will be 40 into 2, and it become 80 kilonewton meter in a anticlockwise sense. So here we can see the end moment at C, both are the same in the opposite sense at joint C. Next is shear force calculation. So this one is our loading diagram. Now let first consider reaction due to loading. So 20 kilonewton per meter UDL into 6, we will get point load, divided by 2 we will get 60 kilonewton reaction at each span. Let's draw the BC. Consider BC, FBD of BC, 80 kilonewton load is there at mid span. So divided by 2 we will get reaction at each end 40 kilonewton in upward direction. And for CD it is cantilever, 40 kilonewton point load acting at D. So reaction will be opposite to 40 and magnitude will be 40. So 40 kilonewton in upward direction. Now next is consider the end moment. Now at A there is an end moment in anticlockwise sense, positive 72.76, and at B it is in a clockwise sense minus, so 34.4 in a clockwise sense, and at B for span BC it is a positive in a, so it is in a anticlockwise anticlockwise sense shown, and magnitude is 34.4. Now at C, for a span BC, the end moment is in a clockwise sense, and it is a minus. That's why clockwise sense 80 kilonewton meter. So these are the end moment. Now find out reaction due to this unbalanced moment. So 72.76 minus 34.4 divided by span is 6. So we will get magnitude 6.4 kilonewton. Now this magnitude first locate below the maximum moment. Maximum moment is 72.76. So locate there. And then you look toward the direction or sense of a far end moment. So sense of a far end moment at B is in a clockwise sense. So these arrows should be in upward direction. So it will get added into this 34.4 kilonewton meter moment. Okay, so it both will get added and balance this 72.76 kilonewton moment. So if once it is shown here, then at the far end show force same magnitude in the downward direction 6.4 kilonewton. Now let's discuss for the span BC 34.4. Now take a difference between these 80 and 34.4 divided by span 4. We have 11.4 kilonewton as a reaction. Now it show first below the maximum moment. So this is a maximum moment. So below it you show, and the arrow you have to show in upward direction. So why upward? Because the far end moment is in a anticlockwise sense. So the arrow should be up. So it will get added into this minimum moment, and it will become equal to the 80. So that's why this arrow you have to show in upward direction. So it will get added into this anticlockwise moment, which is at the opposite end. Now once this arrow is shown up at the far end, same magnitude of shear force you have to show, and arrow you have to do in a downward direction opposite to this. So magnitude remains same 11.4 kilonewton. Now you have to add these reaction due to loading and reaction due to unbalanced moment. So 60 kilonewton plus 6.4 becomes 66.4 kilonewton upward direction. Then 60 kilonewton minus 6.4 become 53.6 kilonewton. 40 kilonewton minus 11.4 become 28.6 kilonewton, and 40 kilonewton plus 11.4 kilonewton become 51.4 kilonewton. And for cantilever there is a reaction of a 40 kilonewton that is there as a 40 kilonewton. So by adding these two we will get reaction at B, and by adding these two value here added, and we will get reaction at C, and that is 91.4 kilonewton, and for P 82.2 kilonewton, and reaction at A is 66.4 kilonewton. Now let's draw the shear force diagram. So reaction is 66.4 up minus 20 into 6, you will get 53.6 minus plus this 82.2, you will get 28.6 positive. There is no load, so straight line. Then minus 80, we will get minus 51.4 kilonewton, no load, so straight line up to C. Then plus 91.4, we have a plus 40, no load, so straight line up to 40. So plus 40 minus 40, we have a 0 here. So this is a shear force diagram. Now draw the bending moment diagram, superimpose bending moment diagram. First let's find out the free bending moment. For UDL it is WL square by 8. So by putting the value down, 20 into 6 square divided by 8 become 90 kilonewton meter, and it is show in a parabola, in a parabolic nature, second degree of a parabola. Then for point load it is WL by 4, so it become 80 kilonewton meter. Point load is 80 into span is 4 divided by 4. So it is in triangular fashion for point load. Now the end moment, first one is a 72.76 for end A, and it is a positive, that means anticlockwise sense. So at A, rotate in an anticlockwise sense about A, and after one rotation arrow coming up, so show up. and BA it is minus 34.4 kilonewton meter. So keep a pen close to B and rotate about B in a minus means you have to rotate in a clockwise sense. So rotate in a clockwise sense. After one rotation arrow coming up, so you have to show up 34.4. And for this BC it is positive, that means keep your pen close over the BC, it is a moment of BC for end BC or close to B, and it is positive, that means you have to rotate in a anti-clockwise sense. Again the arrow coming up, that means our moment should be up, it is a 34.4, and this one is a cantilever portion, so this 80 kilonewton moment is there and it is in a upward, so it is 80. So by joining this we will get, and at C the free end moment is 0. So by joining this you will get the diagram for the end moment. The portion which is not overlap, that you have to hatch. Okay, so this is about your bending moment diagram. Thank you.